Hey, Rabbi Brian, I want to talk about Passover and Easter. There's a lot I think we miss.
Rabbi Brian, Zachary Mayer, I help the spiritual but not religious.
There's a chance that this spiritual thing might not be what you think it is.
You get to choose who you are in this world, and that's enough, and that's awesome.
The less you believe everything you think, the better.
I'm ready, you're ready, let's dive in.
Passover and Easter, they always come around the same time, and there's a reason, because the story's about springtime, it's about renewed hope, it's about faith, it's about searching for something, finding it, but we miss a lot of it because we know how the story goes. And I want to retell you the story so that you understand what this is about. The Israelites leave Mitzrayim. Now, we translate Mitzrayim as Egypt, but the word Mitzrayim in Hebrew means the narrowest place, the place where you're scrunched up, kind of like a birth canal, like it's a place where you're constricted. But to just say Egypt doesn't have that connotation. So the Israelites leave the place of their constriction, and they're out. And they're on their way, and there's the sea in front of them. Now, you and I know the story, but I want you to imagine you don't. And you're going, and there you are, and you can't go anywhere because there's a sea in front of you, and there's a fucking army coming from behind who's going to kill you. And you can't go left, and you can't go right. And what do you do? Similarly, the Easter story, the disciples, like, here's Jesus, we love Jesus, Jesus is going to lead us against Roman tyranny. Jesus is going to help us be free. Jesus explains to us that life is in us and that we are the children of man and God, and we understand the perfect love, and then he gets killed. That's Good Friday. He gets killed. He's dead. We know the story. We know that he's going to come back in 3 days. But I want you to imagine you don't know that. And I want you to think about that place in your life where you can't go left, you can't go right, where you're stuck, where you know from Easter, you know from Passover that the sea will split, that Jesus will come back and interact with people again, but you don't know that in your life right now. I want you to think of that place in your life, where you are so constricted, where you can't get out, where you're stuck, where you are fucked if you do, you're fucked if you don't. And I'll go first. In my life right now, the thing from which I would love liberation is I would like freedom from the fear that I have. Because it comes, and I believe it, and it's real. And if I could eat the matzah of Passover and be freed from my fear, boy, I would love that. I want you to think, what is the thing that you want freedom from? That you need freedom from, that you're willing to be on your knees and that you're willing to ask for help. And may we find it. Amen. I'm Rabbi Brian of Religion Outside the Box. Go to rotb.org. You can, on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I have a podcast, but really it's the 77% weekly. I have a newsletter. It comes out 40 out of 52 weeks a year, and it's pretty smashing good. A few thousand people read it every week. A little thing of wisdom shows up in your inbox on Monday morning. It's my thoughts of the week. I send it 40 out of 52 weeks a year. The last Monday of the month, I don't. That's what 40 out of 52 weeks a year is where the newsletter gets its name. It's the 77% weekly. It is free, and it's talking all about freedom. I like to help people, intelligent people who need a little bit of help in their spiritual life. That's what I'm here to do. Lots of love.